Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Charles Gasparino, journalist at Fox Business Network, has now reported that XRP was included in draft versions of the Bill Hinman Ethereum free pass speech. That's astonishing news. Assuming this is true, that's astonishing news. This is what he reported. I'm going to give you his full comments in full context so that you can see what's been communicating. Now, this won't be the first time that we've gotten information that was previously more on the secret side, let's say, that ended up getting out. I have an example for you I'll share with you, but I'll be getting that in the first part of this video. And then there was this. Look at this headline from the block. Gensler tells Congress that the SEC is, quote, really outpersoned, end quote, on crypto. So long and short of this is that Gary Gensler wants more money to do more stuff to attack crypto holders. That's effectively it. And then I got comments from Stuart Alderati, who is Ripple's general counsel, so he's their top in-house legal guy, as well as a comment from Tom Emmer, who has publicly stated that XRP is not a security. He was publicly stating that back before the SEC even brought the bogus claims against Ripple in December 2020. So plenty to share with you, but before going further, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Shout out to my fellow XRP YouTuber Brad Kimes from the Digital Perspectives channel, and he tweeted out the following, with a video clip from another XRP community member named Tim. And he wrote, "Well, how about that? Charles Gasparino is reporting that the SEC found XRP was a currency in the Hinman email drafts. Well, how about that?" And so we this is something we've been speculating. I want to see the evidence. I want to know where this came from because this wasn't like that type of detail wasn't revealed. But I don't necessarily expect them to reveal sources here. Let me just give you an example, just off the top of my head. There was this article from November 24th of last year. This is written by Charles Gasparino and Eleanor Terrett, and this was titled "A Regulatory Riddle." And it just started, "I hate autoplay. I hate autoplay." It just started playing. Sorry about that, ruining my Moon Lambeau hot jam. Anyway, here's the title from the Fox Business piece. "Regulatory Riddle. An investigation into the SEC versus Ripple case and its consequences for crypto." Now, if you just go down a little bit here, I'll just search for it. Why did it go full screen? I don't know what just happened there. Fox Business, you are really stepping on my trip here. What was that? I'm just like scrolling in the Fox Business video after it autoplayed and I had to smash it to get it to shut up. It just went full screen on me. Okay, anyway. So Hester, here we go. This is the part that I wanted now. Sorry for that ruining the flow of this latest Moon Lambeau hot jam. But here's the part that I wanted to highlight. They revealed something that I suspected to be true, but I didn't know it was true until they reported, and they didn't reveal their sources on this either, but it's true. Hester Peirce, I had speculated for a long time before they reported on this that Hester Peirce would have been one of the 5 commissioners to vote against bringing charges against Ripple just based on public things that she said, even though she wouldn't claim that to that point anyway. I speculated that she was one of the 5 because we did publicly know that this much was known publicly, that 3 of the 5 commissioners did vote to bring the legal action against Ripple. And so I thought, well, who might not, based on public comments? And I thought that Hester Peirce rather would be one. And here you can see with the part that I'll highlight right here, reads as follows. Hester Peirce was one of the 2 commissioners who voted against the full commission bringing the charges against Ripple. Again, that's the first time that came out. So I don't know what their sources all are. I know they can easily reach out to people at the highest levels of government. So it is what it is. I hope they expand upon it. But here is what Charles Gasparino had to say. And this I transcribed, actually. And this was on Liz Clayman's show on Fox Business Network. He said, Hinman gave a speech in 2018, which essentially is key to this case. The XRP people, Ripple people, who are being sued by the SEC, say this speech was dogma at the SEC, it was SEC policy, and it showed that their suit against Ripple and XRP is biased, and they had favoritism towards other cryptos, namely Ethereum. That speech is key to this case, for Ripple proving its case. Why is Ripple slightly ahead in doing that now? Because the documents are coming out that Bill Hinman did not make that speech on his own. At least it's suggesting, I can't say what's in his mind. But Bill Hinman is arguing, the SEC is arguing, that those were just his opinions, that it wasn't SEC policy. Documents are out that suggest maybe it's not just his opinion, that it's SEC policy, because he circulated the speech to something like 68 people inside of the SEC. So I'll just pause to note, I think all of us here in the XRP community are of the mindset, just the vast majority of us at least, that this was not just Bill Hinman's opinion. We can see, based on all sorts of things that were stated, including by former SEC Commissioner Robert Jackson. He even said what their tactic was. He said, it's too complex to keep up with evolving technology. So rather than just try and get a law into place, get policy into place, what we're going to do is provide market guidance. And he even cited Bill Hinman's speech as market guidance. And so we know that this is the SEC strategy, which is why I say that I think the vast majority of us here in the XRP community do believe that it's not just Bill Hinman's personal opinion. Now, the court, though, this came down first from Judge Knepper in January, determined, no, this is officially just Bill Hinman's opinion, not the official stance of the SEC. That was what she came down, and we thought, okay, well, that's kind of ridiculous. But on the plus side, since it was just Bill Hinman's opinion, we're supposed to get, and that's where the initial ruling came from, we're supposed to get access to the Bill Hinman Ethereum free pass emails. We're supposed to get access. She demanded that we get access to these. And then she reconsidered it. And so it should happen, because either they're going to give these emails over as demanded by the judge, or it looks like more likely than not this case just ceases to exist, because you can't just deny a demand from the judge. You're like, case over. That you can't do it. You can't. This is supposed to be evidence in the case, and if they're denying, if they refuse to hand that over, cases can get thrown out. So I don't think it's going to get thrown out. If it came down to it, truth be told, I just think that there would be some sort of settlement here. But certainly there was a benefit to this, even though we think it's ridiculous, and it is ridiculous that it wasn't found by the judge to just be his personal opinion. There's a big benefit to this, which is we're supposed to get these emails, which may be exculpatory for Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. Because as Attorney John Deaton has stated too, there's just one mention of a line, just as innocuous sounding as "what about XRP?" Even if there's something like that, well, that shows that even the SEC didn't know. So how were market participants supposed to know? And that it just ruins their case. And so this was the point where the host of the show, Liz Clayman, jumped in and said, and she had a question. So this is indicating that Ripple is a currency, and this is where Gasparino is basically dropping the bomb, because again, he, just for full context, maybe I should just read the previous two sentences before that just so it flows. So again, let's go back. This is what Charles Gasparino said. But Bill Hinman is arguing, the SEC is arguing, that those were just his opinions, that it wasn't SEC policy. Right here, this is important from here on. In particular, documents are out that suggest maybe it's not just his opinion, that it's SEC policy, because he circulated the speech to something like 68 people inside of the SEC. Liz Clayman says, indicating that Ripple is a currency? ? And Charles Gasparino responded with, yes, indicating that Ripple is likely a currency. The other ones aren't. So pause. He said yes, but then he repeated what Liz Clayman said back to her. So no source revealed in this. I don't know exactly what he knows that perhaps we don't, but if that's accurate, that's a massive claim. And it's so, because again, depending on what's in there, depending on how XRP is spoken about, and we've all been speculating, or at least most of us have been speculating, that XRP, something has got to be included in these drafts or these emails, right? Something must be included in there, else why are they fighting so hard to keep this away from us? If there is something in there, there's a very good chance that it's exculpatory, and this case is just going to be over for the SEC, and that's why they're fighting so damn hard. And then Charles Gasparino also stated the following. Thus, in Ripple's mind, that shows bias against Ripple by the SEC, since its characteristics are similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's a little bit complicated, but if you care about XRP in this case, you know this case is probably going to set the tone for crypto regulation going forward, just so you know. If XRP wins and Ripple, they beat back the SEC. The SEC is not going to be able to go after anybody again, okay? It's going to be very difficult to say others, Ethereum and Bitcoin, are securities and come under SEC guidelines. If XRP loses, well, then you'll see Gary Gensler going after Ethereum. But it looks like Ripple is proving the case that maybe these weren't Hinman's own words. It was SEC's policy, and that's a strike in their favor. Yeah, so that's his full comments in full context. Yes, so as far as Ripple proving, as he worded it, that it's the case that it's not just Bill Hinman's opinion. True, it's obvious like that. The optics are not good, but from a legal perspective, it's not going to matter because the judge already declared that it is just Bill Hinman's opinion. So from a legal perspective, I don't think that really is necessarily going to help anything. But I do think he's right as far as Gary going after Ethereum. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm saying that might be in the cards. That's not unreasonable to think that might happen. They'll just feel emboldened. And the people that had special interests, a couple of the big ones, Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman, they're not at the SEC anymore. So yeah, even if they were getting kickbacks and that was the reason that they did what they did, which is what's being postulated here, it's what we're speculating about. Even if that's the case, is there anybody there to do that now and enforce this policy? Because it's different leadership, folks. So don't think that they can't end up coming after Ethereum. That's all I'm saying here. And now into this from the block. And really, I mean, the headline just about says it all. Gensler tells Congress that the SEC is really outpersoned on crypto. Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler told a congressional subcommittee Wednesday that his agency needs more human resources as it looks to regulate the U.S. crypto space. And here's a quote. "I wish we had more to dedicate to this," end quote. He said in response to questioning from Rep. Steve Womack about the SEC's crypto work to date. Congress is weighing a budget request from the SEC, which has sought $240 million for FY 2023. Above the previous year's appropriations. That's fiscal year, of course. A part of that push is related to its work on crypto and the need to hire more in-house experts. So there you go. You know what they're going to do it for because they're just attacking crypto. They want more money to come after XRP and pick your crypto. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be just XRP. Just coming after the crypto space, harming investors. They want more money to harm investors. That's how I see it because that's what they're doing is they're harming investors and taking away financial opportunity from people in the United States. That's what they're doing. I don't feel like they're protecting us by going after it. Pretty much anything they've done in the realm of crypto. Maybe there's a rare exception if you point it out to me. I think they're doing very bad work. I think it's very destructive, and I think they're ruining innovation in the United States. Okay, I mean, you could argue any sort of thing with BitConnect. Although even with BitConnect, which was an outright Ponzi scheme, how long did it take them to... They went after BitConnect after Ripple. Like, what in the ever-loving hell is that? It's completely ridiculous. And so here's what Stuart Alderati had to say. This is Ripple's in-house top legal guy. He's their general counsel, and he said, "A lot of talk from the SEC about being tech neutral, but the truth is they continue to regulate all of crypto through enforcement, ignoring their jurisdictional limits. Just because you have a hammer, not everything is a nail. Even if you go out and get a bigger hammer." Ain't that the truth? And Tom Emmer, he was on this too. Again, he's very pro XRP. You can see he's a congressman here from Minnesota's 6th District, and he wrote the following. "Gary Gensler, you put all of the SEC's taxpayer-funded resources into crypto crackdowns. Now you don't have the funds to do your actual job, so you're coming to Congress for more? You've got to be kidding me." I need to heart that one, actually. I'm going to go ahead. In fact, I'm retweeting that right now as I record this latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Gary Gensler, he joined the asshat factory, and he became supreme leader and dictator at the SEC, Kim Jong Gensler, and he's just part of the asshat team. Hashtag Team Asshat. That's what he's doing. Just the asshattery. It's just an entire army of asshats marching along. Marching asshats. That's exactly what they sound like. If you've ever heard the march, you know that's a spot-on impression. I'm not good at impressions. I don't get too cocky about that. I don't think I'm good, but that one I admit it's like I think it's okay to say. Get a little braggy about that one. That one's spot on. I think it's safe to say. Oh man, it really grinds my gears, folks. I want to know more about this though. I mean, because Charles Gasparino stating that there's word in the Hinman drafts that Ripple is a currency. What? Tell me more. You guys have uncovered stuff that was unknown in the past through I don't even know what it means. Let me know more though, and I'll report it as we learn more. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.